much misinformation out there.
Yeah.
On just the different stone types, right? Like, I mean, even just quartz, people coming in and saying, oh, yeah, her quartz is like stain resistant, heat resistant, scratch resistant, all of these things. And it's like, let's just like rewind a little bit.
What lies have been fed to you over the past however many years that quartz has been a thing by the quartz industry.
Yeah, no, a lot of it's been by the quartz industry because they're obviously trying to push their agenda. And it's frustrating because it's been years of this, right? It's been years of people coming in and saying this and then not knowing it. And then, you know, you hear the angry call of like, well, I put an air fryer on my counter and now it's cracked.
Or I put it in the sun. I put it for an hour. And exactly.
Or, oh God, like I saw a multi-million-dollar home and they put quartz outside, like it's like an indoor-outdoor kitchen and they put quartz for it. And I was like, oh my gosh, this is easily like a $5 million home. Why would you use quartz? Like, especially in the Arizona heat, why would you put quartz outside?
It's going to yellow, it's going to crack, and it's going to super ugly.
Yeah, exactly. And it's one of those things where
it ruins the property value.
And for some reason, people think that it's supposed to increase the property value, that it's high in material. But then on the other hand, you're told that like natural stone requires so much maintenance. And again, this is all propaganda from the quartz industry.
Yeah.
And this is something that's just been like bothering me. Customer after customer headache.
Point isn't to say that like we hate quartz and we're not going to sell it. Like our original name for the company is Arista Quartz and Natural Stones. But I think it's just one of those things that when we have a customer that wants quartz, just like we have customers who want marble, we're not going to not tell them all of the caveats that come with it. No matter what stone you choose, it's like a double-edged sword. Like you can have quartz, but make sure to get heat protectant products so that way you don't crack your surface. Don't put it in the sun. Don't fall for the lies saying that it's stain resistant, heat resistant, everything, because it's just not. It's made out of resin, glues, epoxies, artificial dyes. Like those things tend to melt or warp under extreme heat. That's not to say that if you spill pasta sauce on it that it won't come out. It's to say that if you're a little bit messier like me and you don't clean up your pasta sauce for about a couple days, it most probably will stain it. It's going to require a little bit of elbow grease for it to come out, but I want to say 8 out of 10 times it just doesn't come out and you just have to live with it.
Same with the pros and cons. Like I tell everybody that comes in that it's like fixable versus replaceable. So with engineered stone, whether that be quartz or porcelain, you chip it, you scratch it, you stain it. Porcelain, you can't really stain. And I've definitely tested that. But irregardless, like anything that happens to an engineered stone, you have no choice but to replace it because it's not meant to be fixed. It can't be fixed. And that's what you're living with. Now, of course, the maintenance is very low. You know, with quartz, again, you're not having to deal with sealing it. You don't have to worry about it. It's not as porous as natural stone. So it is forgivable in that sense.
Yeah.
Of course, porcelain also being very, very heat resistant. So you're not worried about the heat with that. I mean, but natural stone, also not worried about the heat. But with a natural stone, be it a marble even, if you stain it, you can buff it out, you know, repolish it, whatever it may be.
Yeah, you can like poultice it. Yeah, like there's so many things that you can do to get those stains out, or even moisture. Like quartzite, I've noticed that there are a few ones you guys have probably heard about, like the Bianco Superiore, the Mont Blancs. Like they do have a little bit of like an absorption problem, especially like if it's freshly in, you haven't sealed it yet, and then you spill some water on it, it's gonna seep right through, and you're gonna have a watermark. You can literally poultice it right out of there, rebuff it, reseal it, and you're good to go. But if you do stain, like she said, like your quartz, you're going to have to replace the entire thing if it really does bother you. So it's funny because I feel like we get a lot of perfectionists that come in and they're like, we want only quartz because like it's going to be consistent time after time. And then those are usually the people that are calling us and being like, hey, I have a coffee ring or I have like watermarks. And I'm like, that's what happened.
Or it scratches sometimes. Like I like to give people samples. Like when people come in and I'll say, here's a sample of quartz, porcelain, natural stone, like test all of it. Like take a key to it, scratch it, try to cut on top of it, whatever it is. Like put it through your day-to-day life and see how it holds up and see what you are tolerant with.
Yeah.
Because if you're going to be super OCD where you don't want like a single scratch or single anything, then yeah, marble definitely is not for you. Granite might be your best bet. But again, everything has its pros and cons. And in some cases, you know, if you really want that perfect white surface, then quartz will be your answer. Porcelain will be your answer.
Well, what would you say to the people that are just going to say, oh, it's because of your material. Like, your brand is just not the best quartz. Like, there are other quartzes out there that don't have this problem. What would you say to them?
I would say if you're spending more money on your quartz than you should, you're probably spending on the warranty. Number one. Number two, I would read the warranty of every quartz brand out there, because generally you're going to find that majority of the quartz brands are going to say, your warranty is void the moment that you try to seal it. That, if you stain it or scratch it.
Which, first of all, never try and seal your quartz.
Yeah.
If you try to seal your quartz, or if your fabricator says to seal your quartz, then like you're SOL.
Yeah, basically.
Your entire warranty, and no one will replace it for you.
Yeah, no, I definitely would say look at the warranty, because if your salesperson is saying, yeah, it's stain resistant, scratch resistant, it's heat resistant, and then your warranty is saying will not cover if, cracked because of heat or because of stains. And then you go on the internet and it's saying use acetone to remove it, or bleach.
Oh my God.
But your warranty will literally say do not do that.
Nothing abrasive, soap and water, method spray, and paper.
Like something that's like very like the easy chemicals, like bleach. Like people think, oh, because it's white, like if I use a bleach, a Comet or something like that, it'll get it out.
The white's a dye. It's literally like, what is the base color of quartz? It's not like a white. Like you get a pure white and that's still like a dye in. So when you use the bleach and it scrubs that color out, it ends up getting super dull.
It removes the surface. And it's super abrasive on the surface. So yeah, but again, these are like all the misconceptions that come with quartz, right? Because at the end of the day, for fabricators especially, it's a very easy stone to cut. So, likely, a lot of them are not going to be honest. I've had those interactions where fabricators have gone and said to me, why did you tell my customer about XYZ about quartz? And I'm like, listen, you might be comfortable, dealing with whatever nonsense might spew afterwards. But realistically, if you get an angry call saying my quartz is sealed, you're going to pass that angry call on to me and you're going to blame me.
Yeah.
And I am not interested in being blamed for something that's just the nature of the material.
The stone industry, especially the distributors, we always get blamed. Oh my gosh. So
it's somehow always traced back to us if it was installed incorrectly.
The upside down tile. Yeah, that's what I was about to say. My fiance does work in the stone industry too. He sold this beautiful, beautiful floor and gets a really angry call from his designer being like, this is not what we ordered. This is not what we wanted. And so he goes to the job site and is like, oh my gosh, like, I don't know what I'm walking into. Like, I completely got screwed over by like the delivery person. He walks in and the installer installed the tile upside down and they still wanted more money. They called him and they were like, oh, like you can pay like a fee to have us come and redo it. It's like, you're the one who messed up. But the supplier is the one who has to deal with the problems.
Yeah, no, these are I guess some of the pitfalls to deal with as distributors. So I feel like
we wouldn't have it any other way, though. We love it.
But that's like, again, like that's where the honesty comes in, where it's like, if I had a customer coming in to look at porcelain, it's okay, but does your fabricator know how to work with porcelain? And beyond that, is he comfortable working with porcelain? Because if he's not comfortable with working with porcelain, he might take on the job just to pacify the client. But if you are not 100% comfortable, you're going to mess up the job.
Yeah.
And it's not a cheap job to fix. So yeah, that's for us, it's being honest with our clients to that, because again, already they're spending so much money on projects, whether it's a new build or a remodel or whatever it is. They're spending so much money. Just on everything. And I think that's like, it's respecting that, right? And I think that goes hand in hand with the fact that we are a boutique business, that we are a family-owned business, where for us, every dollar that we spend in our inventory, on our team, on every single thing that goes into the business, is an investment, right? So every dollar is watched. So same thing with these homeowners. It's still an investment for them. Doesn't matter if it's a high-end project or a small project, whether it's 1 sob or 30 sobs, it's an investment.
Yeah.
Money is being watched. Dollars are being tracked. And so the first and most important thing for us is respecting that, understanding that, and knowing that we want to protect their investment just as much as we would want others to protect our investment.
Exactly.